And this early in the season, Greg, we still have a lot to learn about these teams.
And they're still learning about themselves, right? The coaches are working on rotations and game plans. The players are trying to establish the chemistry that a winning team needs.
Now the starting group for Orlando. Wagner is in the front court alongside Banchero. The guard pair for him will be Suggs and Bain. And it's Carter in at the center filling out the middle. Suggs passes to Wagner. Laid in with a nice touch off the glass.
Well, you have to deny the entry to Wagner. He's just automatic around the rim.
Suggs with the steal. And here comes the break. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. Wasted no time on that shot, but it's off the mark. It's time to send it over now to our reporter, Allie LaForce.
A bit ago, J.B. Bickerstaff and I were able to chat. He was blunt when talking about his assessment of Franz Wagner. Coach praised the toughness Wagner plays with, saying, "We're talking about a 6'10 wing who goes hard to the bucket. He invites contact. Those aren't easy guys to contend with." Guys, back over to you.
Terrific, Allie. We appreciate the report. Here's Banchero, following the basket by Cade Cunningham. Bounce pass from Banchero. Carter, that's good.
Well, that's where Carter wants the ball. Foul line down.
Here in the first, a little over a minute played so far. Thompson right side. The three. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Orlando, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start off the game. Banchero outside. Suggs kicks to Carter. Carter sets the pick for Wagner. Just 5 on the clock. And then Carter with the dunk.
Well, watch Carter Jr.'s control. He sets a solid screen and then shifts right to his spot.
An outstanding defensive big man, Wendell Carter, stands 6'10", and Stan, he has a 7'4" arm span.
Yeah, Kevin, I think his length really bothers people and is deceiving. When you're first looking at him, he looks like almost an undersized center, but in fact, with that wingspan, he's not. And he is so disciplined and fundamentally sound as a defender. He's one of the best in the league.
Outside, Bain. Suggs with a screen for Bain. Pass to Banchero. The offensive rebound, and finished off by Banchero.
Oh, big-time dunk by Banchero. I like seeing the aggressive side of this young man.
Out to Thompson, puts up a 3. No good on that one. And here's Banchero. He'll bring it up for the Orlando Magic. And that one's good. Suggs.
And he likes to get in a rhythm early. Nice triple.
First quarter of play. We're about 3 minutes in. Cunningham passes to Robinson. Back to Cunningham. Outside Robinson from past the arc. Off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
Robinson in the mix, coming right back.
The Magic with the lead. Suggs looking around. Banchero outside. Some solid defense from Harris.
You can tell he's forcing things a bit at the moment. He's been trying to get it going, but this hasn't been his quarter.
Drills the three-pointer.
Well, that sometimes is a tough area for Thompson, but he manages to get off a smooth shot.
To the middle. Here's Carter, and then Carter with the jam.
And guys, he's not an easy man to stop when he's got the rim in his sights.
Never has been, never will be. He is a determined finisher. Now, here's Cunningham. Drops in the layup for 2. Cunningham's got his second basket of the night.
Well, with the size that Cunningham has, he is a real handful inside.
The Magic trailing. Outside, Bain. Suggs, screen on Robinson. Pass to Banchero. It's Cunningham with the rebound.
He is really scuffling this quarter offensively. Perhaps a little frustration setting in.
Nice shot by Thompson.
The speed makes Thompson such a threat with the ball in his hands.
The Magic trail by 4. Now Suggs. Wagner outside. And here's Carter. Shoots. And he drops that one in. Carter's got 8.
Great start for him. 4-4. He could be in for a big game.
Cunningham against Suggs. And Cunningham with the slam.
Well, that's what you want from Cunningham. Use your size, attack the rim.
The Magic have gone 7 of 11 from the field to begin the game. Pass to Carter. Back to Suggs. Now Carter. Off target at the rim.
Suffocating defense to keep the layup from falling.
And with the goal of improving offensively, Stan, the Magic have made some moves.
Well, this is a team that hasn't been inclined to make many trades in the past. But with the young star talent they possess comes the urgency.
And here we go with the coach's challenge. Surprise in a competitive game like this.
After review, the ruling on the floor stands.
Difficult calls to make. Personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able to make a challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. Double-checking, and the game continues on.
Cunningham kicks to Green. Pass to Jenkins. Beyond the arc. Rebound by the Magic.
You can't miss those, but even the best do on occasion.
Here's Black, guarded by Green. There's Wagner with the 3. Knocks down the 3 ball. Wagner's got 5 points so far.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
Yeah, plenty of lead changes in this game. It's gone back and forth.
Cunningham. Great D that time from Bain. The Magic have gotten 8 of their 13 shots to find the bottom of the bucket. They get it back, and then Carter with the dunk.
Well, Carter Jr. can be such a force on the offensive glass as he demonstrated there.
Steps back. Cunningham passes to Jenkins. Now here's Green. Cunningham for 3. Carter pulls it in.
2 minutes remaining.
Green against Bain, and he makes no mistake on the slam dunk.
Well, that's not what the defense wants to see. Bain is dangerous when he gets downhill.
They need this. And Cunningham with the layup. 8 points for him.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Magic leading by 3. Down low. And Bain the bucket on the assist from Wagner. Wagner's got his 4th assist in this one. Detroit's gone 3 of 6, 50% from deep so far tonight. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Well, let me tell you, coaches notice hustle plays like that from Stewart. That I can guarantee.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot. The Pistons are improving on both ends, but particularly on defense. Cade Cunningham said, everybody is stepping up on that end and taking the challenge to guard. We have a good system that allows us all to play our strengths. We're still hungry, though. We're not satisfied at all. Back over to you guys.
More to prove. Okay, Allie, we thank you for the report. And there's the whistle. Illegal screen.
A moment to check out Cade Cunningham here. Coming off a terrific season. And, of course, he was among the best in the league when it came to putting the ball in the basket. Top 10 in scoring.
And as you said, dishing out dimes at a top 5 pace. He was in total command of the offense last season. Look for more good things to come. The Pistons making a change here. Duran's checked in. Carter down low. Guarded by Green. Wagner. That one falls, coming off Carter's feet. And the Magic lead by 5.
Wagner loves the ball inside. He makes his money on the block.
And Jenkins kicks to Stewart. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Stewart's got his second bucket of the night.
I'll tell you what, I'm not sure these guys can keep this up.
Well, you expect there to be peaks and valleys, but you've got some excellent scores on both sides.
And they're forcing the ball inside, and it's working like a charm.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. Jenkins with it, working on Black. Chalk up 2 there.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
There's 21 seconds left to play here in the first. Here's Banchero. Here's De Silva, and it's blocked.
An effective stopper at the rim. Duran sure knows how to use those long arms.
And the bucket is good. 3-point play chance here for him.
Yeah, terrific play right there. Great strength to finish through the contact.
The Pistons shooting their first foul shot of the night.
And their numbers from the line last season, they're good, just not great. About 77% as a team.
Here's Black. And so it's Cade Cunningham making things happen for the Pistons. Willing his team to a successful quarter performance, he seemed to stop at nothing to push the momentum. And we'll be right back after this. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And guys, what's your take on the Pistons so far?
Just stretching out the floor in that first. They had the defense scrambling.
Yeah, and when you're hitting threes early, that opens up the floor and really helps your offense.
This is how the floor looks for the Magic starting the second. Banchero is out there with Wagner. Then there's Anthony Black. Then there's Carter. And it's De Silva in at the 3. Jenkins the pass to Duran. And he makes good on the layup. Duran's got 5.
And this is where Duran is most comfortable operating from. He focuses on taking high percentage shots.
Carter outside. Pass to Black. And here's Banchero. Guarded by Stewart. Black kicks to Carter. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Duran pulls it in. Pistons leading by 3. And you talk about size, coach, strength, and bounce. Jalen Duran drawing comparisons now to a young Dwight Howard.
Yeah, he certainly is, Kevin. And look, I like to be careful when we're making those kind of comparisons with a young player and a Hall of Famer like Dwight Howard. But there are similarities with the athleticism and the relentless approach to defense and rebound.
And Orlando making a change here. Suggs is checked in, and it's good. 2 points.
Textbook play call by Black, and the moment it opens something up, he's making the pass. Well done.
And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jalen Suggs. That's his first foul. Now here's Jenkins. He's covered by Suggs.
And he's an automatic finisher when he gets into that area.
He is, and he picks the simple one-hand stuff to get the 2 points. And we're about 2 minutes into the second quarter. And it's Banchero missing.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Stewart passes to Jenkins. Pistons passing it around. It's tipped, and that's out of bounds. Detroit will retain possession. It's time now to look at the NBA's toughest defensive teams from a season ago. Number one, the Magic.
Defense was their identity, and that's how they're going to beat you. And they did it better than anyone in the league.
Marcus Sasser's checked in for Detroit.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't fit it at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Kay Cunningham's checked in for Marcus Sasser. Baines checked in for Orlando. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. And Suggs throws it down.
Well, look, you can't sleep on Suggs' athleticism because the second you do, he explodes to the rim.
Stewart in the corner. Back to Cunningham. And he uses the glass on the layup. And that's 10 points for Cade Cunningham.
Yeah, that's the 3rd bucket in a row from the paint. This defense needs to clog those lanes in the middle.
Here's Suggs. He's got 7. Outside, Payne. Suggs with a screen for Payne. Pass to Banchero. That shot missing.
Well, he just doesn't have it right now. It's as simple as that. And his team is struggling as a result.
Yes, that goes in. And now a 5-point Detroit lead.
They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for the Magic. And a little under 3.5 minutes elapsed in the second quarter of play. Good on the bucket.
And great work inside. This is where Banchero feasts.
Pistons leading by 3. Cunningham passes to Duran. And Duran slams it in.
And in terms of size, not your typical center. But, man, he plays as big as any of them thanks to that terrific leaping ability.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. Thompson, he's checked in for the Pistons. And just over 3.5 minutes played here in the second quarter. Lob pass to Wagner. Stolen by Thompson. And now the Pistons fast break. Payne with the steal. And now Orlando on the break. Stan, you and, well, your whole family, masters of defensive coaching. So with that in mind, what makes a great defender?
Wow, that is a great question, Kevin, and a complicated one in a lot of ways. Number one, length and athletic ability really help you. Guys who can move their feet and have great length can cover up a lot of mistakes. But then there's the fundamentals and your ability to move your feet and great focus and determination.
Cunningham with it. Defended now by Wagner. Cunningham gets the bucket.
Well, they have leaned on him offensively with good reason. Efficiency will help you win a lot of games.
Here's Suggs. 7 points in the game. Wagner on the wing. Bucket number 3. He's a perfect 3 for 3 to start.
Well, this is what big men are for, right? Wagner just powers through the opposition.
Jenkins with it. Pass to Cunningham. Fires for 3. Rebound by Paolo Banchero. Banchero's got his 5th rebound in this one. Six to shoot. Tries the spin move. And out of bounds. The Pistons will take it.
A moment to check out Franz Wagner here. Great showing for him last season. Put up about 24 points per, 5 rebounds and 4 assists. To have a scorer like him consistently deliver you points makes such a big difference for a team.
Yeah, he gives you something to build around night after night. Reliability is huge in this league.
Black's checked in for Banchero. Bain against Duran. Here's Wagner. Outside, Bain. Great defense that time from Duran. Pistons leading by 3. You look at the Pistons stand, statistically pretty solid across the board.
Yeah, they're well balanced. They have guys with size, athleticism, skill. You got to give a lot of credit to the front office and these players for their hard work.
And here is Suggs. He's got 7. Black finds Wagner, and he comes up with the deuce. Wagner's got 7 points.
A great find by Black. A 6'7" guard with solid vision and impressive instincts.
And so the timeout here by J.B. Bickerstaff. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. So for the Pistons, Harris is checked in for Duran. And it's Duncan Robinson in for Jenkins. And a switcher also for Orlando. Vitanze's checked in.
Well, you can tell he thinks he should have had that one. Even harder on him when he's got a good look like that and it doesn't go down.
Takes a step back. Stolen by Thompson. Pass to Cunningham. Nice ball movement by Detroit. And the dunk by Stewart.
Thunderous jam from Stewart.
The Magic trail by 5. Now, here's Suggs. Wagner outside.
2 minutes remaining in the first half. 2 minutes.
Back to Suggs. 4 on the clock. This one for 3. It's hauled in by Harris. Last outing for the Pistons. It was a loss to the Magic. Wagner on the wing. There's Vitanze, and there's the bucket. Staying with it on the offensive glass, getting it done.
And if I'm his coach, I'm very pleased with this kind of energy on the offensive glass. Textbook play.
Thompson outside. Driving in. It's hauled in by the Magic.
And not allowing the shooter even an inch of breathing room on that one.
There's no air space there whatsoever. That's as close as you can get without foul.
Here's Black. Falls through. He's now made 2 of 4.
Smooth move by Anthony Black. He can be pretty tricky with the ball in his hand.
Cunningham against Suggs. Cunningham's shot is off. Orlando's gone 0-2 from deep here in the second. Black kicks to Suggs. Pass to Bitadze. Wagner from long range. Missed the shot. He's made 3 and missed 3 from the field. Thompson passes to Robinson. Cunningham looking around. Harris a screen on Suggs. Harris no good. Knocked loose. Wagner outside. Outside, Bain. A miss that time. Would have put him up. Now Thompson. And that shot was up in time, but doesn't go in. So that'll be it for the first half. Fairly even battle underway in this one. Pistons lead by 1. And don't go away. After the break, we'll see you right back here for the start of the third quarter.
My bed is the best you can buy, but it ain't as soft as their defense right now. They got to shore up that side of the ball.
I think Shaq needs a nap. Somebody's tired of watching Bad D. All right, guys, time to see what the fans... Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. You look at Cade Cunningham in this game, he's been everywhere.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, I'd love to see what they drew up in the locker room, because you're right. He's the problem right now.
The Magic trailing. The forwards are Thompson and Harris. Cunningham is out there with Robinson. And it's Duren in at the 5, roaming the paint. And that's the group for J.B. Bickerstaff as we begin the second half.
Well, with his size and power, Wagner can seem unstoppable at the rim.
Cunningham dishes it to Robinson. The kick out to Cunningham. And the 3 off target. And for the Magic, their shooting has just been outstanding tonight. 56% as a team in this game. Inside, here's Carter. And he could not get that one to go. Out of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. And this Magic team, Greg, hangs its hat on size, on switchability, and toughness.
Yeah, they contest everything and play with real discipline. For a young group, that is uncommon, and it's a big reason they've taken the lead.
Well, to me, Carter is that classic lunch pail guy. He's big, tough, does the little things, and never complains about his role.
Suggs against Cunningham. And then Carter with the jam.
Well, look, he's a big guy, and Carter Jr.'s playing big tonight. They can't stop him.
Left side, Harris on the arc. And again, it's the Pistons missing.
And they start the second half with 3 straight misses.
And it's Banchero missing.
Well, they know he can finish at the rim, but the defense did just enough to force the miss.
Here's Cunningham, and he drops in the layup off the glass. Cunningham's got 16 points.
And the defense was all over him, but Cunningham shows some toughness inside.
Third quarter of play with just over a minute and a half gone by. Outside, Bain. Back to Suggs. Wagner outside. Suggs with the screen for Wagner. Bangs home the trifecta. Wagner's got the lead up to 5 now for the Magic.
That's 3 of 4 here to start the half.
Harris a screen on Suggs. Cunningham finds Harris. That's in, coming off the assist from Cunningham. Cunningham's got his 7th assist of the game with that last one. Here's Banchero. 6 points for him. Carter outside. It's good again, and the next one, 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Yeah, they've come out of the break confidently. 4 of their first 5 here to start the second half.
To the paint. Here's Duren. Oh, and he jams it right over Wendell Carter. Wow.
Hey, if you're looking for creativity midair, you're in the right place. Duren with the flourish.
Oh, that's an outstanding view from the AT&T Connected Camp. We're now joined by our sideline reporter, Allie LaForce. Allie, it's all yours.
Hey, guys. Jalen Suggs is a tone setter for this Magic team, putting his body on the line with his constant activity. Coach Jamal Mosley said, quote, he wears his emotion and his heart on his sleeve. He's pure. There's so much love there. That's why this group is the way it is, because of how he is. Back over to you, Kevin.
He's a culture setter. Allie, we appreciate the report. Cunningham. Thompson from long range. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Banchero's got 6 rebounds now in the game. No one near Suggs as he lets it go. Once again off the mark, Orlando. On the wing, Thompson. Here's Duren. And Duren slams it in.
Well, positioning and size win Duren the offensive rebound, which he then cashes in on.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. Coach needs a moment to talk things over.
And looking now at some numbers for Suggs. Last season's performance for him. Last season put up about 16 points a game. 3 assists and 4 rebounds. But that's just part of the picture. His defensive presence goes beyond the stat sheet.
Yeah, his true impact on the defensive end cannot be measured by stats.
Shot clock at 5. Stolen by Robinson. And here we go. Thompson heading to the hoop. Cunningham for 3. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Banchero's got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And Duncan Robinson, one of the more efficient three-point marksman coach in this league.
Yeah, look, Kevin, Duncan Robinson built his game around his three-point shooting, and the threat of the three has drawn more defensive attention, and Duncan Robinson has learned to make plays for other people based on the defense that he sees, a much improved all-around basketball.
Cunningham gets the bucket.
Big night for Cunningham. This is why he went first overall. Cade can take over a game.
And so it's Payne with it. He'll bring it up for Orlando. A 2-point game. Wagner outside. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Asar Thompson. That's foul number 2 for him.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
The Magic making a switch here. Blacks checked in. Payne for 3. Rebounded by Cade Cunningham. Robinson passes to Cunningham. And again, Cunningham missing. Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And it's Carter missing.
I can't believe he missed that 3. Regardless, that's not a shot the defense should be given.
Cunningham gets the bucket.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
Orlando, they've gone 5 of 9 on field goal attempts since halftime. Here's Banchero for 3. Good on the three-point shot. Banchero's got 5 points now in the quarter.
And this is the type of go-to scorer this team wants Banchero to be. They love his confidence.
Harris misses.
And he didn't punish them for the weak coverage there, but they can't count on him to continue missing.
It's good. And now a 5-point Magic lead.
And his competitiveness showing through. That's an aggressive finish.
Yeah, and getting out in transition allows for some easy points before that defense is fully set.
Cunningham kicks to Harris. Good, and the assist goes to Cunningham. Harris has got 7 points in the game.
Just pure from the corner. Harris doesn't pass up an opportunity from there.
And so the timeout by Jamal Mosley here. This now will give him a chance to discuss some potential changes. The Pistons making a change here. And now, courtesy of the 2K leaderboard, here are the teams that led the NBA in block shots last year. Number 1, the Magic.
And that defensive reputation has value in and of itself. I mean, by the end of the season, teams were afraid to take the ball inside.
Yeah, not his best night in terms of shot selection. Lucky for him, his teammates have picked up the slack.
And the rebound battle split evenly thus far.
Count the basket. And it's 13 points for Paolo Banchero.
Well, he's put that first half behind him and looks like his confidence is back.
Cunningham against Payne. Offline with his 3. Magic leading by 4. Pass to Wagner. Lays it up off the glass. He's got 14.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
The Pistons shooting right around 41% from the field in quarter 3. Basket good.
Cunningham can spin his way out of a tornado. What a great handle.
Orlando's gone a less than productive 2 of 6 from three-point land in the second half. Wagner outside. And he gets the whistle. 2 free throws coming up. To stand, you don't see a whole lot of players, 6'10", with the perimeter skills of a Franz Wagner.
You sure don't, Kevin. And not a guy with his size, strength, and skill. And he can create shots for himself. He can finish through contact. And he will also create shots for his teammates.
And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a 3-point play chance here for him. And that sends Cade Cunningham to the free throw line. It's on Paolo Banchero. All right, we'll take a look now at how the points have been generated so far. A scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Well, their passing has been just exceptional, and it's opened up the floor for them on numerous occasions.
And also, they took advantage of their quickness, got inside and blew through the open lanes. Great job of attacking the paint.
Pistons trail by 4. An easy 2 points on the layup. Cunningham's got 12 points now in the quarter.
Well, even though they're struggling, his solo efforts on offense have really been something.
Magic shooting the ball really well in this game, 58%. To the inside. It's stolen by Cunningham. And here we go. Fast break. Cunningham's got it. Can't get it to fall.
More good work on the glass there. When it's all said and done, I think rebounding might tell the story in this game.
Inside, here's Stewart.
And you can tolerate gas like that sometimes, but in a close game, man, I tell you what, that really hurts.
Green, he's checked in for the Pistons. Marcus Sasser comes in for Cunningham. And a switcher also for Orlando. Carter, he's checked in for Wagner.
Athletic finish right there by Black. I like when he goes up strong like this.
It's a neck-and-neck game in Detroit. Jenkins with it, working on Black. Shots good by Jenkins. Jenkins got his second bucket of the game to go. There's 47 seconds left in the third. Black the pass to Carter. But Trey gets it to go from beyond the arc. Carter's got his first bucket of the game, and he's on the board for 3. Here's Jenkins. There's 25 seconds left in the third. Trying to answer back, but that 3 is off the mark. Magic leading by 5. Here's De Silva. No scoring in this one. Offline from the top of the key.
Well, if you give him that shot again, I'm willing to bet he nails it, especially with that lack of defensive.
And so it's Franz Wagner making highlights for the Orlando Magic. He finishes with 9 points in the quarter. The D is having all sorts. And now we have a moment to reveal our State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
Well, it's one of the core parts of the game. Reading the defense and creating an easy bucket for your teammate. That is pretty.
And it's been a very competitive game so far as we get rolling here in quarter number 4. On the court for Orlando, the guard pair for him will be Suggs and Bain. Then there's Anthony Black. Then there's Mo Wagner. And it's De Silva in at the 4. Now here's Jenkins. He's covered by Suggs. And the whistle blows. It's going to be on Jalen Suggs. That's foul number 2 for him. On defense, the Magic. 7-point game, the biggest lead in the game.
Yeah, Suggs brings good energy and intensity to his defensive efforts.
Yeah, just a solid job on the backboard. They are really controlling the inside.
Duran pulls it in. Duran's got rebound number 9 now. What an effort here tonight. Green, the pass to Duran. It counts, and the foul. It's going to be on Desmond Bain.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And the Pistons combining veteran shooting stand with their young core. And it's been a winning recipe.
Yeah, they've given Cade Cunningham room to operate, along with Jalen Duran and Sar Thompson. So much athleticism to attack that newfound space. And look, he's had an off night, but it won't matter as long as they hold on to this lead. Pass
to Suggs. Shoots over Jenkins. And he didn't get quite enough under that one. Pistons trail by 4. Here's Duran. Shoots over Wagner. From 6 feet out, he nails it. Duran's got 9 points now in just the second half. Orlando, they've gone 1 of 4 since the end of the third quarter. Bane passes to Suggs. And here's Wagner. Back to Suggs. Magic moving the ball around. And there's Wagner on the assist from Suggs. Suggs has got 5 assists tonight.
And guys, all about hard work from this point on. And they worked hard to create that high-quality shot and then able to knock it down.
Detroit making a switch. Cunningham's checked in. Now let's take a minute to talk to Allie LaForce courtside. Allie.
JB Bickerstaff had some words for his team over the break. He had some words of confidence for his team, saying all it takes is a few chances. We make a few plays down the stretch, we can steal this thing from them. Back to you guys.
Thank you, Allie. So after making the first, he goes 1 for 2. So, Stan, when you look at how the Magic defend, can you remember a time when so many of the league's best defenses were all so young?
Well, Kevin, it's something we associate with more veteran teams, but the modern game is so demanding, it may be tilting toward these young legs.
Orlando leading by 3. Here's the 3, and the 3 ball is good.
Clean stop and pop by Suggs. It's difficult to make shots in motion like this.
And it's Cunningham with the ball for the Pistons. And it's Wagner with the rebound. Magic have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. Bane with it. 5 on the clock. Pass to Wagner. And finished off by Wagner.
Well, look, you can't let Wagner get this deep. You deserve to get dunked on when you give him this position.
Stewart a screen. Cunningham passes to Stewart. And it's Wagner with the rebound.
I think this is a rare case of being overcommitted. He tried to go all out at the rim, and they stifled him.
Here's Jenkins. A shot, no good. Great D that time from Bane. Here's Suggs. And Cunningham with the block.
And Cunningham has great length for his position, and he uses it right there.
And he makes the first. Both free throws good from Suggs. You know, Stan, when you talk about the skill set Cade Cunningham possesses, what impresses you most?
I think a couple of things, Kevin. Number one, his poise is outstanding. This guy never gets bothered by anything that happens in a game, by any type of adversity. He's just going to come back with the same mindset on the next play. And also, his shooting has improved so much that you've now got to defend him honestly on the perimeter, and that sets up the rest of his game.
Cunningham outside. Down low. Here's Stewart, and the dunk by Stewart.
This is why you run offense through Cunningham. He's a creator.
Magic leading by 8. And here's Banchero. It's hauled in by Stewart. Stewart's got 6 rebounds in the game. Stewart, a screen for Cunningham. And they call an illegal screen here.
Well, that's 4 turnovers for him on the game. Giving away possessions will not endear him to his coaching staff.
Both teams will make substitutions. Banchero passes to Wagner. Back to Banchero. Carter at the elbow. That's tipped.
This is the type of defender Duran is capable of being. Terrific activity and positioning. coming up with the rejection.
Robinson on the wing. Suggs against Cunningham. Clock at 6. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It's on Jalen Suggs.
Yeah, the defender's a little bit out of position, but that's what Cunningham will do to you. He works every angle.
And Stan, when you think of the most athletic teams in the NBA, the Pistons have to be right up there.
Yeah, a handful of supreme athletes. And most importantly, Kevin, they use that athleticism to attack and disrupt. That's what makes the difference.
Banchero, that's for 2. And the rebound goes to the Pistons. Cunningham with it. Picked up by Suggs. That's good, and the Orlando lead is cut down now to just 6 points with that basket from Cunningham.
Yeah, despite them being behind, he's been impressive. But he can't do it all by himself.
Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Banchero inside. Harris is there. Count it!
And the confidence Banchero possesses is clear. He goes strong around the rim.
Cunningham outside. Robinson. And down goes the 3.
Yeah, that was an important hoop from Robinson.
Now, here's Bain. With the floater. And he figures it out with the lay-in.
Oh, perfect timing there to knock down the teardrop.
Pistons trail by 7. Cunningham drives in. And he banks the layup in.
Well, Cunningham is a big-time, big-moment player. This team leans on him.
Orlando's gone 1 of 3 from outside the arc since we've reached the 4th quarter. Here's Banchero. Carter outside. We've got 1:55 left here in the 4th quarter. And he gets that one to go.
If you came to watch a scoring battle, you're in the right place.
Yeah, and how great have these offenses been for these teams tonight? Just fantastic execution.
Now, Duran. Oh, the slam dunk.
And a timely make from Duran. They really needed that one.
Orlando leading by 5. We've got 1:28 left to play here in the 4th. Banchero fires, knocks down the 3.
I tell you what, it's almost like stealing to watch how he plays the game from this seat.
And J.B. Bickerstaff has called a timeout. And he wants to see some changes out there right away and right now. Cunningham against Suggs. And they double up Cunningham. Robinson, and there's the 3.
Robinson not afraid to let it fly from deep. You gotta get out on him.
Now, Wagner. And yeah, it's good.
I mean, already hot coming into the game. Is it fair to say he's hotter? This has reached desperation time for him.
It's not going to be easy now. They're going to need just about everything to go right from this point on.
Carter outside. Robinson against Bain. Duran pulls it down. Detroit with the ball. Now Robinson. Cunningham. It's good.
Cunningham's teammates and coaches trusted him in a big spot.
Here's Suggs. And now we've got the intentional foul.
Third personal foul. 2 seconds.
And now they decide to foul intentionally.
Fourth personal foul.
So the first one drops, and that puts them up by 5. Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 6-point ball game.
Hey, he made every one to put a little extra security around his lead.
And timeout called by J.B. Bickerstaff. It's a chance for them to regroup and refocus. What do you think Coach's focus is going to be here?
Looking for a quick shot, trying to extend the game.
Yeah, and then they have to foul quickly and hope for some misses at the line.
Second personal foul. Team 4.
He hits the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
Well, look, I really appreciate how Franz Wagner does a little of everything. Along with plenty of scoring, he's a multi-dimensional player.
2 seconds separating the shot clock and game clock. It's tipped. Harris against Banchero. And so it's Orlando winning this one. A solid win on the road for them. This building was dead silent by the time, GA, this one wound down.
And that's what you want to do. Take the crowd out of it by crunch time. Don't give them any chance to lift their team up at the finish.
So let's go courtside where Allie LaForce is standing by with our player of the game, Allie.
Guys, thank you. Wendell, you were dialed in offensively. What was it that had you going?
My teammates just been finding me in my way.
Oh, terrific job, Allie. Thank you so much. That was enjoyable. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for now. Here with Stan Van Gundy, Greg Anthony, and Allie LaForce, I'm Kevin Harlan, signing off for this presentation.